Chanel here and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a great day wherever you are. After a year of not filming videos, I'm finally back with a video with a proper setup. I have a tripod now. Firstly, I hope you are staying at home safe and healthy and not getting any symptoms of COVID-19. You know, God bless. These are very trying times right now. We are all being quarantined at home and I'm sure it's been very boring for you guys and it's been very boring for me as well. That's why I'm back on YouTube, you know, just creating content and doing the things I love. But for today's video, I'm just going to be answering some of your questions while doing my makeup. So if you guys follow me on my Instagram, and if you haven't followed me on my Instagram, please follow my Instagram or here or in the description box down below. I actually have been posting on my stories regarding my tellonym responses, but I just thought that it would be a very interesting way of answering questions through a video instead. And if you're interested in that, keep on watching. So I actually have no idea what makeup look I'm gonna do today. Probably just something really light and simple, you know, just for the shits and giggles. Thank you to those who actually sent in a few tells on my tell on me. Oh, and by the way, the eyeliners that I got from Shopee actually just came in today, so I'm probably gonna utilize it as well. Someone sent me a question asking, what do you think of losing your virginity to your FWB instead of your SO? So I think this question is actually linked to another tell that was sent to me, like I think a few days back, like what's my opinions of FWB relationships, and I actually told them that I personally don't recommend it to people because I think that it's something that can complicate things and it might ruin relationships lah, because you never know which party will catch feelings first, and that's when you know that everything is screwed up. But yeah, before you guys ask me, I'm currently putting primer on. This is the Dr. Young Silky Primer Pore Care System that minimizes pores and controls sebum. And your girl needs this because my face gets really oily when I put on makeup. But yeah, back to the question. So what do I think about FWBs, losing your virginity to FWB instead of SO, is that I don't really have a particular opinion about it. I don't really judge about it. My basis of losing your virginity to somebody, right, is to make sure that they care about you in the process of having sex with you. You know, some people just really, with the lack of better words, fuck and go. So I think that if you are able to find somebody that might be your FWB but they really truly care about you in the process of having sex, then I think it's okay. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But anyway, my concealer is from Essence and it's the Stay Natural Concealer. So this is very cheap. I bought it from Watsons. I always buy my concealer either from Watsons, like the Essence segment, or I buy it from Catrice, because Catrice has actually been founded to be a dupe of NARS, their concealer. So I used it before and I think that it's pretty good, but it's slightly more expensive. It's still very affordable. It's $7. The Essence one is $4.50, and I really like this twisty thing that allows like concealer to come out from the tip and the brush. I use this, what do you call this brush? A dense brush. Actually kind of looks like a kabuki brush, but it's quite a dense brush, and then I just blend the concealer into my skin. Usually what I do after I blend in my concealer is to see whether there are more obvious spots that I need to go over a few more times. I hope you guys are all staying safe at home, because like even though community cases are dropping a lot more right now, I still think that it's better for you to stay at home and try not to, you know, leave your house that much. I leave my house like once a week to get the letters from the mailbox. So after blending in my concealer, okay, I like this. Let's go on to the next question. Tag the person you think would shout this. A lot of people would shout that at me, but I think it's my best friend. if it's not her, then I don't know who it is. So next, I'm going to be using this Makeup by Yourself. It's a jelly blusher. This color is in number 3, Living Coral. Okay, so I actually bought this from Sasa when they were clearing like the store out. We all know that Sasa's like suddenly just dropped off the face of earth in Singapore. I don't know why, but yeah, I got this for like I think $15. It's a really small product. So this is the size of my hand. This is how small the product is. But just like the saying goes, a little bit goes a long way. So what I do is, before I actually set my face with powder, which I'm gonna do later, so I just do this on my finger, on my middle finger. So just a little bit, and then, okay, sometimes it depends on how my days go. So I would put my blusher in different parts of my face. Usually I put it like here, right on the like middle part of my face, I would say, because I really like the ego blushed up face look. So just doing this and then blending it out. I feel like the left side of my face is slightly redder than the right side of my face. By the way, please don't flame me in the comments or on my Instagram DM saying that I am doing my makeup wrongly and whatnot. These are just tips and skills that I've picked up since 9 years old. I started to put makeup when I was 9 because I'm an ugly bitch. But jokes aside, I really do enjoy putting makeup on. That's why during this midst of trying times, I've been playing with makeup a lot, just for what I've said before, the shits and giggles. Okay, let's answer another question. Do you have a website portfolio? Can share the link? Okay, so the last time I updated my website portfolio was right before intern. I think that was the only time I actually like did anything with my website portfolio. So I think that was like back in 2019. So I do have a link. I'm gonna put it here, or put it here, or down in the description box below, so you can go and check it out. So now I'm just gonna be using this Wardah BB Everyday Shine Free Loose Powder. But yeah, so this makeup brand is actually a Malaysian makeup brand, and I actually bought it when I was in Malaysia during Chinese New Year. And I really do like the powder in here. It's very, very fine, and I used to use this puff a lot, but I started to use a fluffy brush instead. So this used to be very nice brush before it became all dirty and shit, because I'm a dirty bitch. Clear off the excess and put it on places that I think are gonna get especially oily. So the T-zone, my nose is the central system of the oil tank of this face. So I'm gonna like put a shit ton of powder there. And the good thing is that I don't put foundation anymore, so I don't need to blend it down my neck. I used to put makeup on my neck as well, which is important if you put foundation on your face, because if not, your neck and your face will be two completely different colors, which is not a good look for anybody. Just gotta close it back up because we don't like spilled powder in this household. So after we're done with the powder, I'm just gonna jump into powder blush. As what I mentioned before, I really love the look of the blushed up cheeks, of the ego look, but I try to tone it down a little bit more on usual days when I'm just lounging at home or even going out for an errand sometimes, like once in a blue moon during this quarantine period. I am using the blush from Artskin Pure Color Blusher in number 4. So this is actually from Taobao. So I bought it I think a year ago. This blush is super pigmented. So what I do is I tap like 2 or 3 times like what you see, and I like tap a shit ton of excess off because it's very pigmented. So since today is like a more chill look, I'm just gonna like tap the apples on my cheeks slightly. Let's answer another question. Who are your favorite authors? Okay, I used to read a lot, like back in I think 2015, 2017, even way before that, I think like 2014, back in secondary school basically. I read a lot. I was basically a bookworm. I would buy physical books, not e-books, physical books with like the really beautiful cover art and things like that. And then I will just sit my ass down on my bed and just read for days and complete a book in 2 days where it was like this thick, but I can like just go through it. But ever since I became arguably an adult, I've stopped reading a lot, so I don't really have any favorite authors now. But yeah, right now I'm doing my contour using this contour palette. Oh my god, I nearly dropped it. So I'm using this contouring palette, duo palette from Essence as well. It's very cheap. I think it's definitely under 10 bucks. But this is in number 10 lighter skin. So I used to be a lot tanner, so I needed the darker colors. But after I stopped going for camps because I graduated, quarantine has been more of a hibernation more than anything. So I became a lot lighter since I don't need to, you know, go out into the sun. So this contour palette actually like warms up my face a lot. So other than just contouring and making my face a lot smaller, my main purpose of contouring is also to warm up the face, because I think it looks a lot more flattering when you know how to highlight and how to contour. And contour is obviously, you know, like trying to like highlight the shadows of your face by putting dark colors, and highlight is highlighting the highest points of your face so that certain features will pop up on your face as well. Let's get on to another question. Ever considered singing full-time? Okay, if you guys didn't know, I've been singing since very young, since I was like 4 years old. And the reason for that is because both my father and my mother can sing, and they really brought a lot of music and a lot of like teaching me. A lot of my language skills actually came from singing as well. I started to sing Chinese songs when I was younger, but I can always remember the first English song I sang. It's actually Toxic by Britney Spears, which is very strange for a 4-year-old child to be singing, by the way. And I did think about wanting to sing full. I'm sorry about that. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Someone just sneezed really loud in my house. So I did actually consider singing full-time back when I was maybe like a year to 2 years ago. That's why if you were from TP, you would know that I did join a lot of singing competitions like Biz Factor or even external competitions. And part of the reason why is because a lot of opportunities were rising because of me joining the CCA called Music Box. But I just thought that as I grew up older, you know, I became more and more practical in a way. I thought that it just wasn't the correct career for me. But anyway, going back to my makeup, I'm currently using the Tartelette Tease Tarte palette. This is the smaller palette of, I think, Tartelette Bloom, if I'm not wrong. But I just basically used an eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna try my best to link all the makeup down below, like what brands they are and things like that, so you guys can go and buy it if you like it. But I just used this smaller brush, and you can see that this is like slightly fluffier. I use this to go to Whisper, and then I put it all over my lid so that there is a good base for me to put my eyeshadows on. And then next I use this bigger brush to go to Wink and put it on like the lower part of my eyelid, like half of it. So that's usually how I do my makeup as well. I use a more like lighter beige eyeshadow, white eyeshadow, put it all over my lid so that it's brighter, so that it brightens up my skin. And then I put like a slightly darker color down on my half of the lower part of my eyelid. And then I will use the same brush that I used for Wink to go to First Kiss. So tap, and then tapping off the excess as well. And then going to my crease to put more shadows in it. So basically the corner of my eye. So I have double eyelids. But my double eyelids, if you can see, if I stare at you straight on, you can see that this eye is smaller than this eye. And there's a very interesting story for it. So long story short, basically when I was born, my eyes were glued shut. And then my mom didn't realize that it was glued shut. And then when it was glued shut, they decided to pry my eyes open. And you know your facial feature settles in the first few days or weeks when you were born, right? So after that, my eyes were permanently stuck this way. So what I do to combat it is to actually use double eyelid tape, but I don't think I'm gonna use any double eyelid tape today because, you know, it's just lounging at home. I'm not gonna waste my eyelid tape. So I'm gonna go back to the Tartelette palette, the Tease palette, and go to First Kiss and Heartbreaker. So I'm gonna mix them real quick. And what I do for my eyeshadow looks, if you notice, is that the bottom part, the outer corner will always be a lot darker than the inner corner. And the reason for that is because I personally think that it's a nicer look as compared to this eye, where it's only the eyeshadow on the eyelid. And it's because I don't want my eyeshadow look to be too top heavy. I think that it's a lot better when you balance it out at the bottom as well. Right now I'm using this Innisfree Auto Pencil Liner. No idea which color is this. It's in number 5, but it's in Chinese. I don't know why. I think I bought it in China. But I'm just gonna twist it out and highlight the inner corners of my eye. But yeah, I'm just gonna be doing my eyeliner right now. I just opened up the new eyeliner, Blooming Glamorous Eyes Long Eyeliner from Novo. It's a China brand as well. Yeah, when I do my eyeliner, I'm very focused. So I'm sorry if I'm not gonna talk for the next 20 seconds when I'm doing my eyeliner. I swear to God, this might have been the best, like $2. I think actually less than $2, like $1.27. The best $1.27 I've ever spent on eyeliner. It was so easy to just whoop, whoop. But yeah, now I'm gonna grab the red one, the red eyeliner, and I'm just gonna draw it at the bottom, like what I said, just for shits and giggles. I drew it underneath my black, but you probably can't see it because of how far away I am from the camera. I'm just gonna draw the red line on my hand for you to see the color, but it basically looks like this. It's a really pretty like burgundy red. Next I'm going to be curling my eyelashes with this color that I think I bought either from Miniso or a China store. My mascara, which is the Maybelline Hyper Curl Volume Mascara Waterproof. It is waterproof. Okay, it is waterproof. I've used this for I think about 2 months now. And when I work out, it barely runs out. I mean, it's sweat, okay? You're really like getting red face and sweat. And for those who follow my Instagram, you know how much sweat I perspire whenever I do a workout, even if it's like isometric exercises or static exercises. My body just releases a shit ton of sweat. So what I do is I brush my eyelashes with this side, the one that's inwards. And then if I think that there's not enough product, I switch it to the other side, the protruding side, to deposit more product and volume as well. And also, I don't know if it's just a me problem or like every girl faces this, or even guys who do makeup. Like, my left eyelashes are a lot more volumized than my right side. Like, I have longer eyelashes as well on my left side than my right side, which to me is a huge problem because my right eye is already smaller than my left eye. And then now you're telling me that my right eyelashes are shorter than my left eyelashes. Like, what is the redeeming quality of my right eye? Okay, done with mascara. Oh my god. It's time for eyebrows. Do you think SUSS and SIT are good unis? So when I saw this question, right, I personally feel like all unis have the same job. Okay, they're trying to provide you an education, they're trying to help you as best as they can. So obviously there are unis that are traditionally known as the best unis in Singapore. Obviously the top 3, NUS, NTU and SMU. I mean, that is done and said. But I think that the Singapore government is trying to provide more options for students who are not as academically inclined as most people. And SUSS, SIT and SUTD, these 3 unis are pretty new in Singapore. I think SUSS and SUTD was started in 2017. They used to belong to SIM, which is still a private university. So they kind of sectioned off the universities and spread it into SUTD and SUSS. So SUSS focuses on social sciences and SUTD focuses on design and technology. So I actually applied for SUSS as well. So I personally would think that, you know, it is a good university. I think that all universities are good. It's just different learning styles. But yeah, I think SUSS and SIT are good schools. It's just what you personally judge about them and what you think about them that's probably going to ruin the impression that it's a bad school. But yeah, now I'm going to be drawing my brows with this I'm eyebrow pencil. I think it's from I'm Meme or I'm Mimi. I have no idea how to pronounce this brand. So a lot of people have asked me, Chanel, how do you draw your eyebrows? So what I do is using a spoolie, I brush my eyebrows upwards so that the shape is a lot more obvious. And then I draw a line underneath my eyebrow so that there's a point for you to connect together, and then you kind of just color it in, you know, like coloring within the lines. That's basically how I do my eyebrows. So actually, because of my whole like unequal eyelid situation thing, right, one of my eyebrows is actually lower than the other as well. And it's not because I can't draw my eyebrows, but it's like my face physically does not allow to draw my eyebrows, because no matter how much I try to make it symmetrical, right, I think one side of my eyebrows will always be lower than the other, and I really try my best to be as symmetrical as possible usually. What I'm gonna do for my eyebrows right now is to actually put in eyebrow powder. I think someone asked me on my tellonym before as well, like whether like how do I do my eyebrows. So I actually use an eyebrow pencil first, a powder, and then I use a gel to complete the whole look. So for the final step of my eyebrows, I'm gonna be using this Etude House Color My Brows gel in number, there's a number there. I think, if I'm not wrong, the name of this is called Chestnut Brown or something. So you can see it's like a brown brow gel, and then I just kind of comb my eyebrow upwards before combing it down for the back part. Okay, I think that's good enough. So now I'm gonna be doing my highlight. So this, can we just take a moment to like appreciate this packaging? It's from this makeup brand called Girl Cult. It's a China brand, I think. I bought it from China when it was on sale. So I'm just gonna be putting it at the highest point on my face. Another person said, yes, please do a YouTube channel. So I did put up a poll on my Instagram story, asking, not poll, a question tag thing. And I asked them if there are any ideas on what content that you guys would like to watch from me. I mean, it's quarantine season. There's not much I can do, but what I can do is to film videos for you guys at home and really go back to my roots and my passion to being a YouTuber. So I really do enjoy making videos as well. So if you have any ideas, do leave them down in the comments below, or you can even PM me, or if you are my friend, you can definitely text me and inspire me. The next question is, what are the challenges you faced in your workout journey so far? But to briefly talk about it, I would say staying motivated and disciplined, because everybody has bad days. Some days we just wake up feeling like, oh, I don't really want to work out today, and I don't really want to get out of my bed today. And I think it's a very, very normal thing. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to work out. And based on how I feel about my body, up to now I've not stopped working yet, but my rest days are on Sundays. I just don't post about my rest days, that's all. But yes, I do rest. I am not a maniac who works out 7 days a week. That is crazy. You need to rest, you need to recover, and you need to replenish your energy before you can push yourself even further. And that's what I strongly believe in. What is your take on couples still seeing each other during CB? I personally don't respect that. I understand that it's very hard to be away from your partner. I myself am struggling every single day to not see my partner. And the thing is that my boyfriend is in the army, so I don't really see him very often as well. I see him like once or twice a week, but other than that, I don't hang out with him every day. So I understand the struggles of a long distance relationship. It's easier said than done to just stay at home and not see them, but I have not seen my boyfriend since March 20th, okay, because he had to go back to camp. So I haven't seen him in about, I think, more than 2 months. Right now it's May, right? Almost 2 months. It's 18 May today. So for those couples who are still seeing each other, I think that you're very selfish, and good luck to you, I guess. For the final step of our makeup, now going back to our makeup, I'm gonna be using this H&M lip gloss. I actually started to be very obsessed with lip gloss during this quarantine season. It's such an exciting thing for me because I actually bought 2 lip glosses from H&M before when I was in Malaysia during Chinese New Year. It's their Showstopper Gloss line, and this color is in Blush Petals. It's a very, very pretty pink, and it's very flattering as well, I think. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video today, you know, just having me sit down and chit chat with you and answering most of the questions and tell on me. I'm sorry if I didn't manage to showcase your question or answer your question. If you guys are interested, I'll definitely be open to doing more chit chat get ready with me videos. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Pyong!